Hello, good morning, happy Sunday, everyone. I don't know if you can hear it, but the rain has already started. So we'll see how it goes for today. I am going to be staying on task today because I have a gathering, a get together of sorts, and we have to be there at 2. So I have to be done here on sprints a little around like 1:30 because then I have to basically get ready and go. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. As you can see from my little thing here, I might read. My current read is the Kitchen Table Tarot by Melissa Sanova. Sam over at Yarn Reader read this one and she said it was pretty good. And I do want to learn more about it. So, and I think this author has another book that I would like to check out as well, but this one first because this is the one I own. And I was also thinking about playing my Switch, but as you can see, my Switch is being charged, so it is completely dead. So maybe, I don't know. I do know that I will most likely build my September TBR so that hopefully either later today or tomorrow I can film and have that video go up this week. Because my first September video, I believe, is due to go up on let me see, let me look at a calendar. On the 3rd, because I'm trying to do Wednesday, Saturday videos and then sprints on Sundays. So we'll see. But that is where I'm at. If you're here, let me know. Say good morning. Let me know what you're up to, what you're reading or working on. And then we'll get started with the first sprint because, like I said, we have to stay on topic today. Well, I guess not on topic, but on task. And my hair is freshly washed. That's why it's up in a claw thing. I don't know what these things are. Is it called a claw? It's like the little thing that grabs your hair. I don't know. But I washed my hair and I detangled it and I put anti-frizz in it. So hopefully it will cooperate today. But being that it's raining, I don't know. We'll see. M is here. Good morning. How are you? I would love some rain here in California. It's going to be 100 degrees today. Oh no. If I could send you the rain, I would. Unfortunately, I do not have that capability. Let me see what our temperature is here. It says it is currently 75, but we have a high of 87, and it looks like it's going to rain until about 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and then it'll stop for 2 hours, and then it'll rain again. So, but we are in rainy/hurricane season, so we'll see what happens. But I do wish you all of the coolness. Maybe a nice breeze will blow through and cool things off. But make sure you stay hydrated and do all of the things. I'll be reading The Pillars of the Earth for a historical fiction book club. That sounds interesting, but until you said historical, and me and historical do not get along. It's interesting because I like learning about history in different aspects of history. Like I have books on ancient Egypt and I have history, like I've saved some of my history textbooks and I will read through those all day long. But give me a historical fiction and I don't know why, but I can't read through them. I don't know if it's just because I know that it's fiction, but I know that it could be based off of a like historical event. I don't know what it is, but It almost sounds contradictory, right? I like history, but I don't like historical fiction. I don't know. I am a weird one. Anne is here. Good morning. Preparing dinner. Ooh, what's for dinner? Let us know. I just had breakfast not too long ago. Because we had sausage, scrambled eggs with some Mexican cheese on top. And then I had cinnamon raisin toast with a little bit of butter. And then what else did I eat? I feel like I ate something else, but maybe not. But that was breakfast. I did have my coffee with a little bit of pumpkin spice creamer. They've already got that out in the stores. I have yet to see, because last year they had all sorts of things that were pumpkin spice. So far, I've only seen the creamer and like pumpkin shaped cookies. But I have not seen, because last year we had like a pumpkin spice cereal. And there was a couple of other things. And I was just like, no, this is going too far. Why do we need pumpkin spice cereal? But far be it from me, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes it. I think they've tried to capitalize on that a lot. I'm surprised they haven't made pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts. I would try them. They do have Girl Scout Pop-Tarts now. They have the Thin Mint, and I forget what the other one is. I feel like it had something with coconut in it. My husband had the Thin Mint Pop-Tart, and he said it's not the same as the actual Thin Mint cookie. I have yet to try it. I'm kind of nervous about it. M says, I get it. You get the information from the history books, but the story is one or more steps removed from your experience, so maybe hard to relate to. It is possible. That might be. Maybe it's because of the difference between the actual historical event and like the fiction part of the historical fiction. Yeah, that could be. I can't relate to it, so therefore I don't like it. Or I go, that's inaccurate. That's not accurate. My textbook says no. I'm not doing that. But I have read several of them. I'm looking at my shelves over here on the behind because it has some of the books that I've read, and I think there was one that I actually read all the way through, but any other historical fiction I've tried to read, I can't do it. And I don't see it. So it might be like hidden behind the first row, because there's like a first row of books and then there's books behind that. Because I have to redo my shelves. You laughing at me. It's okay. You can laugh. Does everybody have their September TBRs ready to go? Is it all nice and cozy and pumpkin spice related? I do have one. I think it's called Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I might add that to my TBR because we are going to be going into fall. Because I know September is the first day of fall. Yes, sometime in September. First day of fall. September 22nd. It's a Monday, and apparently it starts at 2:19 p.m. Why in the middle of the day, I'll never know. But that's very specific. A Monday, September 22nd of 2025 at 2:19 p.m. And there you have it, folks. That's when fall starts. So yeah, we could definitely add in some cozy reading there. I have to build my TBRs for September. I think I'm going to do that in the first sprint because I know I have some of my books, but others I have to figure out And with me doing the book challenge, I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Do I pick my TBR based off of the books that I have set up for that challenge? I mean, it's going to be part of it, but do I want all of it? You know what I mean? And if I do that, then I have to deploy this book. This book has every single unread book that is on my shelf. I will not tell you the number because it's embarrassing. Although some have said that they have more than me, which I feel a little bit better about, but it's still embarrassing. Like, as much as I read, I should not have that many, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm doing this challenge, to try to weed out, read, and get off my shelves, in a sense, so that I can condense my TBR to one book shelves. Like, take maybe 3 shelves of a bookcase, and that would be my TBR amount, but not what I have currently. It's a lot. All right. I think we are at the bottom of the comments already. So I'm going to star the laughing emoji. And I'm going to pull up the cats. And before I do that, let me put our banner in just in case someone shows up. Oh God, what did I do? Okay. Whew. I made the comment section go away, and I don't know how I did that, but I made it come back, so I'm good. But let's go into our first 45-minute sprint, and I will see everyone back here in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting. All right, that was our first sprint. How did everyone do today? I picked my TBR. That's what I did. Now that I've picked my TBR, I need to go through and find the books so that I can film the video. Either, like I said, either later today or tomorrow. One of them is actually going to be in 2 videos, I think, because I have to do a book haul video for August as like my last one for a while before my reading challenge starts. And so I haven't shown it to anyone yet. So you might see it in 2 different videos because it's going to be in the August book haul video and it'll be in the September TBR video. I did also do the random number generator to pick books from my unread. And so I did 3 of those. That will be the test. I don't know how I'm going to show me picking the random numbered books or whatever. I have to figure that out still. But I picked 3, so I just have to find those books and put those in the TBR. But I basically did my 2 book clubs, a nonfiction. I'm doing the Twilight read along with Donna, so there's that. I did 3 of my reading challenge books and 2 fall reads. At least I hope they're fall reads. I mean, one of them literally has the word fall in it. And then the other one is the pumpkin spice and everything nice. I thought I had more, but I will have to go through and see. I did also have the, what was it, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which is book 2 in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe series, but I don't know, it didn't give me like fall vibes. But according to Google and Goodreads, it does say that it is a vibe, like a fall vibe. So maybe I might add that. We'll see. I have 10 books picked out so far. I think that will be enough to get me through the month. We'll see. But that is what I did. And it started raining again. Now it seems to have tapered off, but like it was like you could hear it pouring. So we'll see what Mother Nature's going to do today. Let's see where we left off in the comments. And we'll go from there. I believe that was our last comment. So the next one, Anne said, got minute steaks cooking in the crock pot. I don't like a lot of history books. I find most of them inaccurate or only present one viewpoint. Fair enough. I always like to read the history books and then cross-reference. So I may read one and then especially like if it's like my older history textbooks that I had in college, I may read a certain topic of that, read what is in the textbook, and then I will go to the library and find a different book that's based on the same topic and cross-reference and see how much is accurate. But I get what you're saying. Because nowadays you never know. There is a reel someone put out and they said if you don't have these books on our American history, to make sure you get a copy, because they were talking about how like the that they were going to like disappear, as in like nobody wants them to know that this is the true history. And I was just like, wow, I don't care about like them disappearing or not disappearing, but if it has the true history, I think more people should read it, because then they can understand. I mean, a lot of us already know the history, but if they don't, then they can read it and see. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have to find the reel again, because there was one book I was interested in reading, and I didn't. She went so quickly that I couldn't write down the title. So I'm going to see if I can find it again and then write down the title and look for it. Anne says, I have on order, Never Caught by Erica Dunbar. It's the story of George Washington trying to catch his slave, Ona Judge. Oh. Interesting. I've never heard of that one. You'll have to let me know if it's good. Maybe I'll pick it up and read it. It does sound interesting, though. Speaking of presidents, not our current one, but there was a girl that, for whatever reason, I think they said she was 12. And let me know if you guys have heard about this, but there was a 12-year-old girl that spent her entire summer doing genealogy for all of the presidents and their families and like all the people that were involved. And they found that, with the exception of like one, maybe two presidents, everybody else who has been president is some way like related to one of the other presidents. It is very interesting. I don't know if that's true or not. But she basically connected like a lot of the presidents, saying that they were cousins or family related in some way, shape, or form, and they all came from the same King of England. I don't remember which one. I'll have to go back and find that video too. But it was just interesting. And she had like a whole circle of multiple circles of the presidents and like a small list of people that were associated with that president underneath. It was very interesting. I would like to know how much of that is accurate. Swank is here. Howdy, everybody. Happy Eat Outside Day. Not today in my place. It is raining. Happy Trail Mix Day. Happy Zoo Appreciation Day. Ooh. I could appreciate my zoo. They do such good work in conservation. Today is also Maria Montessori's birthday. I saw that on my search bar on my computer earlier. So that was interesting. M says, ooh, Swank Eat Outside Day, right? It would be a good eat outside day if it wasn't raining at my house. That is very small, but it kind of looks like a cat emoji of sorts. M says, I made breakfast, but I'm on page 7 of 973. Ooh, that's a big book. That's a big chunky book. Hopefully it is off to a good start and you are liking it. M says, I need to hop off for church. Hopefully I'll be back for the last sprint. I hope you have a good sermon. A good day at church. Swank says, I'm going to be working on my September Bujo spread. Nice. We have a Sam. Hello, Sam. How are you and the family doing? Anne says, if you read about Thomas Jefferson, some of it's shocking. Oh, I have not. I should look this up, yes. Who is she? Who? Who is the she that we are talking about? Are you talking about the Maria Montessori? She, I believe, is the one. She was an Italian physician and educator who founded the Montessori method of education. Let's see. Let's see what they say real quick. The Montessori system is based on the belief in creative potential of children, their drive to learn, and the right for each child to be treated as an individual. The first Montessori opened in 1907. It was a preschool for children ages 3 to 6. Applying her methods now to children is of normal intelligence. Her successes led to the opening of other Montessori schools for the next 40 years. She basically uses that simple materials around that was more conducive to like big expensive things, but she would use materials that included like this one. It says she discovered that certain simple materials aroused in young children an interest and attention not previously thought possible. These materials included beads arranged in graduated number units for pre-mathematics instruction, small slabs of wood designed to train the eye to in left to right reading movements, and graduated series of cylinders for small muscle training. Children between the ages of 3 and 6 would work spontaneously with the materials, indifferent to distraction. From a quarter of an hour to an hour. At the end of such a period, they would not seem tired, as after enforced effort, they appeared refreshed and calm. So they're basically saying that certain things would actually energize the children and not wear them out. And then they liked learning that much more. It was very interesting. Let's get through the rest of these comments real quick and then we'll go into our next sprint. Sam says, I'm good, having a nice and slow day. Very nice. Are you getting the rain too? Because it's raining here. I think they were saying it's supposed to rain off and on all day. Swank says yes. Okay, so that was the one that we were talking about, the Maria Montessori. Anne says, read the Hemmings of Monticello. I'm going to write this down. Hemmings of... Is it Monticello or Monticello? Either way, I will read it. Swing says, cool. Good morning, Double and Jen. How are you? Let us know what you're reading and working on. You are just in time. We are about to go to our next sprint. Sam says, pretty much what we would consider simple, non-electronic toys promote imagination better. Yep. That's what my kids have. I mean, when they were that age, between 3 and 6. I mean, my daughter's 6 now, but I mean, she's happy playing with a cardboard box because she can take that cardboard box and she'll turn it into a dollhouse. How? I don't know, but her imagination is off the charts. Sam says, no rain today, at least not yet, but we had some yesterday. So my rain today is probably yours yesterday. It is rainy season though, so. Double and Jen says, I'm heading off to a tiny route in a minute here. Okay. Have fun. I don't know what your tiny route is, but I hope it is fun. I hope you have fun. And we will be here. Well, I got 2 more sprints and then I got a skadoodle. On that note, that was the last comment. So let me pull up the cat. Oh, you snuck in 2 more. I'm working a little today just to work. Gotcha. I gotcha. Be safe in your travels. Anne says, my favorite word is why. Why? My kids ask that one a lot. Double and Jen says, it's really close and I will be home quick. Nice. All right. On that note, I pulled up the cat. Let's go for our second sprint, and I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Hello! How did we all do on that sprint? I finished doing the TBR things because I wanted to write down the page numbers of each book. And I also made a list of things that I need to do this week. So, and then I also started finding some of my books. Because one of them, New Moon, is the next one that we're reading with Donna's Twilight read along. And I had to dig it out from the bookcase. It was in the back. I saw that we had a couple of people come in. Depending on how fast we can get through the chat, we might be able to do one more smaller sprint. But again, I have to be done before like 1:25 because it won't take me long to like switch from slippers to shoes and then grab my bag. And then we're leaving to go to a get together or something. I don't know exactly what to call it. We're like, it's my husband and his friends, and we're just all getting together to like, I guess, barbecue and hang out. Let's see, where did we leave off? I believe it was this one. Dublin Jen said it's really close and she'll be back home quickly. She was like going to and from work. So safe travels. Anne said our daughter is the same. She presented us last year with sources of why we should not celebrate Thanksgiving. I remember you saying that. I don't remember if it was here or if it was in a different sprint, but it was very interesting. I was very, very intrigued to see what her reasoning was. Tiara is here, hopping in to give a hug to the like button. Thank you, thank you. I hope your day is going well. Don't know if you are still here or not, but thank you for hugging the like button. Kim is also popping in to say hi. She's going to be trying to finish up The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins as well as run some errands. I hope you are able to get all of your errands done and you finish your book. That will be a most awesome day. Anna is here. Morning. I will be having a shower and hand washing series, says Jim. Ooh, very productive. Anne says, reading the book of Longings by Sue Monk Kidd. I've heard of that author, but I've not read anything by her. Are they good? Swank says hi to Anna. Sam said, got to 42% in I was a teenage slasher. Who is that by? I feel like I've heard of that one. Then again, I could be wrong. Let me know. But that is the bottom of the comments. And it is 1:00. So let me switch this. Maybe we can do like a small 15-minute sprint. And then we can Stephen Graham Jones. Maybe I have not heard of this one. I don't recall that author. I'll have to look it up. Are you liking it? Let us know. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up the cat. We'll do one final tiny sprint. I'm going to call it my cleanup sprint because that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cleaning up my mess that I have occurred around me, and I'm going to slowly start getting ready to leave after sprints are done. It's not bad. It's a horror. That is probably why I have not read it. Let me know what you think of it. Maybe I will give it a try. I did pick up a copy of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have it over there. You'll see it in my August book haul. She read a book called Mayflower by Nathaniel Philbrick. I read it and found it amazing that she read it. Ooh, I may have to check that out. I will write both of those down. But I'm going to go ahead and start this so we can get started because now it's 1:01. And I will see everyone back in 15 minutes. This is our final sprint. Hello. All right, that was our final sprint. How did everybody do? You may have seen a little bit, but I cleaned up my area here and I changed from one smaller bag to one bigger bag. I always, no matter where I go, I always have a book and a notebook with me. So sometimes my little lounge flies do not house that. They're not big enough. So when I need to, I take my Vera Bradley. So that is the case today, although I might switch books because this one is a little heavy. It's a graphic novel, so I figured it would be something I could easily, quickly go through, but it's heavy. Excuse me. Maybe I'll switch it out for a Spy Family. I don't have to take a book, but it's like a security blanket at this point. You know what I mean? You always have that one item with you in the event of you are covered. Will I get to read it? Probably not. But I can read it on the way there and I can read it on the way back. So that's that. We already took down the cat. Let's see where we left off. Nope, it was this one. I believe this was the last one. I read a book called Mayflower by Nathaniel Philbrick. I read it and found it amazing that she read it. I did write down this and the I Was a Teenage Slasher title. I'm going to look into them later on and see. I don't know what this pertains to, but Anne says, my father always said to me because I said so. Yeah, my dad did that a lot too. And my retort is always, just because you say so does not make it so. So, I try not to say this I always, because I've caught myself in the very early stages with my kids, I'll say that, and I go, well, just because I said it doesn't make it so. So then I go back and I tell them, this is why I said this. So I explain to them, and then after that, they understand. So I try not to do the because I said so. That's to me like an easy out. Just because your mom or dad says so does not make it so. You know what I mean? So, but I used to hate it when my dad said that. Anne says saying that to a child can stifle a lot of their thinking skills and creativity. Yep. I agree. Because once I stopped trying to say it to mine, my daughter is super creative. And my son, he's always coming up with different, he will take chalk and right now, he has an airport. He has created an airport using chalk on the sidewalk. And he has little planes that he can move along and he has them take off and land. And they're so much fun. Just watching them. And then I started here with some sprinting fun afterwards. If you are still needing some sprints, Dee Dee is sprinting. Now, I don't know how long these people will be sprinting for, but these are the ones I found. Dee Dee is sprinting. Amanda from Amanda's Booktopia is sprinting. I forgot to leave a space so that it creates a link. But she is sprinting. Vanessa is also sprinting. I believe they're tying up the ARC August with the 48-hour sprint things. Nell is kicking off the Mystic Readathon for September. And then we have Steph over at Coffee Over Apples. So if you still need sprints, and I'm sure if you also have the sprinting spreadsheet, you can find them as well on there. So there are lots of sprints happening throughout the day and the week. Em said I made it back in time to say thanks, Alicia, and have a great week, everyone. I'm on page 21 now. Woohoo! Yes. I hope everyone was able to get some reading and or productivity done. Even if you guys just popped in to say hi and hug the like button, I greatly appreciate it. I did no reading, but most of it was like organizing next videos that are coming soon. Um, there will be a book haul video, there will be my TBR video, a planner video because I got the new planners for 2026 in. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to order the same reading planner as last year or if I'm going to try to make my own because I have an 8x8 square notebook, dot grid. So we'll see. I have to make a decision and see what I have in terms of like washi tape and stickers and stencils and that kind of thing because I have a couple of ideas. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. But if you were here and hung out, thank you for coming and hanging out today. I hope you were lots of reading and productivity, or just hung out and relaxed. That's fine too. But I will see you guys next time because I have to go finish getting ready. We are leaving in like 7 minutes. So go see other sprints. Look for videos coming this week. And I will see you guys next time. Swank says, thanks for sprints. You're so welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. And I will see